Good morning, everybody. Today's Saturday, which means we're going to roam, explore, hike, and all that. Which means today we have come to the Rocky Mountain National Park. So we were waiting for our timed reservation to get to Bear Lake, but by that time there was this ecology tour, and we just finished it, and I'm going to give you all the information right now. So, as you can see, all these trees have fallen down over here. It's all burnt, right? Well, actually, they're burnt from a forest fire in August 2020. So, we're going back in time. There's a really big forest fire, and OMG, it got almost thousands of acres. Like 350 acres, almost this entire park. Like, think about that, almost this entire park. There's a forest fire, but that led to these small little plants growing here. On the back over there were two little beavers sitting, and they were playing around. Like, beavers, they make the ponds, and so they were just hanging out there. The ranger said that there's always those two beavers always playing together every day. So that's pretty cool. And then we talked a lot about water. How water is important in the West. Because, look, this is all dry. Yeah. There are some creeks. And remember, if you guys want to know, Grand Lake, right? Has a tunnel underground to another lake on the east side. Well, there was a lot of bargain for that. I mean, so they had to bargain, and they were like, what if Grand Lake loses all their water? The city of Grand Lake was like, no, we don't want to lose all water. So that's why they created two reservoirs. And remember Shadow Mountain Lake? That's one of the reservoirs. And
there is a bird nest.
There's also a bird nest in here.
They use the burnt tree to make a nest.
Yeah. Look, that's the nest.
It's a burnt tree.
From a burnt tree. That's why over here they don't cut out all the burnt trees. They leave them for bird nests.
Have you showed the fireweed?
Yeah.
Pink color flower?
Yeah, I should. And if you can see those pink flowers in the far, they actually love growing in the sun. Yeah, like in the heat. It's like over there. Kind of really hard to see. So these were the pink flowers I was trying to show. You can see, they love the heat. And then,
These are raspberries.
yeah, we also found some raspberries here. Oh, they're right there.
Here.
And there's some
Here.
inside right over there. So, yeah, wild raspberries. So I don't think we can eat them really. And there are some kind of closed pine cones that opens up in the heat, and they make those tiny little pine trees disappear. And
Long pine cone trees. These are long pine cone trees.
yeah, long pine cone trees. And
There are a lot of fireweed over here.
yeah, a lot of fireweed.
A lot of roses.
As you can see, these fruits over here, they're actually fruits from roses. So that's actually pretty cool. And if you've ever heard of aspen trees, you see that some of those trees, like down there,
This one.
the ones that have like white barks. So basically, if you see a bunch of them together, that actually just means they're one tree. Underground, the roots are somehow connected. So,
They grow in a form
Yeah.
called sucker.
yeah, that's kind of like, they grow like in a form called sucker.
So
And-
if you see this bunch, it means they are like a
Like
one.
right over here, we got a bunch of aspen trees. This entire bunch is one tree. One tree. And that's actually pretty like cool. At least now I know Rocky Mountain has a lot of secrets that I've never known. Like, yeah, that's mostly what they said. And it was a pretty cool trip. Very long hike, but this is a place that you must visit. I mean, it's really cool. This is a place where you can learn a lot and see very cool things. Okay, now when we go to Bear Lake, there will be more hikes there, and I will share information on that too. So, bye-bye for now. Guys, on the way, we found these things called wax currants. So they're kind of like black currants. It's from that species. It's just wax currant. It's a different type of bear from the same species. Make sense? Yeah. There's a lot of things out here. See? This is why I say this is the best place to explore and hike if you like those things. So guys, we got out of the trail. We ate our lunch, and our lunch is just some sandwiches and chips. And now we were heading, you remember I was talking about Bear Lake, right? So we're heading there, but first we'll go to the Alpine Visitor Center. So on the way there was this really cool viewpoint. So we stopped here, and OMG, you know, some mountains, they have like big kind of like ditches in them. From like in the winter, that ditch is like filled with glaciers, and in the summer it all melts. So the mountain looks like a pot. And then under a few of those mountains, there's an area, like an open area called the Great Ditch. So when the glaciers melt, the water will go in the Great Ditch and flow to other parts of Colorado. I'll show you the view. This is the view. As you can see, there's a valley over here. Okay, and there's another area where the Great Ditch is. I'll show you that too. This is the view of the area where the Great Ditch is. But first, let me show you the area where the glaciers are. So you see that kind of like big hole? Yeah, so like that's where the glaciers are filled in the winters, and then now it's melted. And then right under that part where I just showed you, the Great Ditch is there. I can't really specify where that is because there's a lot of trees over there. But yeah, the view is amazing from here. Okay, let's move on. So guys, we have now reached the Alpine Visitor Center. Now let's look around with my binoculars. So guys, we already went to the Alpine Center and we left from there and got some magnets and all that. And now we are here at Bear Lake. Bear Lake's down there. We are right now on a trail, to go to Nymph Lake. So we have to hike all the way up there. It's going to be probably about a 0.5 hiking. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. Anyway, I'll see you up there. So guys, wait, did you see that fox running there? No, wait, that's actually a fox. OMG, it's just out in the wild. Isn't that crazy? Wow. So guys, we made it to the Nymph Lake, which is our first stop. And there's a lot of lily pads here. It's pretty beautiful. I wasn't expecting this at all.
Yellow in color.
Yeah.
Very uncommon.
So it's pretty beautiful. I was not expecting this at all, actually.
Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in to the flower?
Flower.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, these are like yellow flowers.
It's not bloomed properly. It's a bud.
Oh. Yeah, that's why it's not like open.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's pretty nice. It feels nice too. And look. Look at that. No, I don't know its beauty. Look, admire its beauty. So guys, we now made it to Dream Lake, and look at this greenery and the view. It's just amazing, right? Okay, so guys, we have reached our final stop. It is Emerald Lake. As you can see, the lake is kind of like looking like an emerald because it's like green, you know? Makes sense? And we're sitting on this like big boulder. And yeah, the mountains look pretty cool from here. It doesn't feel like I'm on a mountain. It feels like I'm on normal ground. And squirrels are coming really close to us. Anyway, we'll head back down soon. Meet you there. So guys, we are now returning from Bear Lake, and as you can see the view, it is amazing. So guys, yesterday's day ended. Today's a new day. It is Sunday, and it's about to be 10, which means it's almost time for us to check out of our Airbnb. That also means that we are now leaving Colorado. Whew, kind of sad. You know, Colorado wasn't a bad experience. It was actually great. So, kind of don't want to leave, but I know I have some work anyways at home. And my parents have to work. And yeah, get what I mean? Anyway, we're getting everything ready right now. And by the way, yesterday at 3 a.m., almost the entire house woke up and we saw the Milky Way. Now, if you don't believe me, you have to believe me. Okay? I'm for real. Okay? That was so cool. I mean, we couldn't see it that clearly, but at least we could see it. I mean, isn't that the big thing? Anyway, I'll show you the view when we get in the car. We'll have some lunch. And by the way, for breakfast was pretty good. I had some egg, avocado toast, as usual. Anyway, see ya later. Peace. By the way, guys, I just wanted to show you this beautiful view before we leave. And there was our lovely house. Bye-bye, house. So guys, I forgot to tell you, but last night my friend Rajesh, he fell down the stairs while trying to see the Milky Way. And though he was fine, it was a bit funny. And when I say a bit, I kind of mean very. So like, yeah. So guys, we finally reached home this morning, and it's a Monday morning. And yesterday we also had our lunch and dinner at some restaurants. Well, we basically got them in the car and then ate. And yeah, I didn't get a lot of good sleep, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah, happy we reached home, but kind of sad we left Colorado. But, oh well, we'll go visit some other day, right? Anyway, bye. See you in the next vlog.